This tour is a 4 or 5 hour journey through Singapore's rich history and vibrant culture. It is a small group tour with no more than 10 participants, ensuring a personalized and deeply immersive experience. The tour is conducted in English by a lively guide who is well versed in Singapore's history and culture. The tour begins in the Civic District, where you will visit historic colonial buildings and learn about the early pioneers who came to Singapore. This is followed by a 30-minute river cruise to Merlion Park. Here you will see the iconic Merlion statue and enjoy sunset views of Marina Bay and learn about the mega project to build it. Next, the tour will take you to a residential area where you will learn about the political reforms initiated by Singapore's founding father, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew. You will see firsthand how the country went from a third world country to a first world country in just one generation. This part of the tour includes a visit to the rooftop of the Housing Development Board's, HDB, residential building, the Pinnacle. One of the highest points in the city, it offers the most amazing view of downtown Singapore. The tour will then move to Maxwell's Hawking Centre in Chinatown, where you will taste Singapore's most iconic dish, chicken rice accompanied by freshly squeezed sugarcane juice. Here you will also learn about dining etiquette at Hawker Centre. The tour ends with a visit to a beautiful tea house. Here you will learn the art of tea ceremony, taste traditional tea and even imperial tea, which was served by Queen Elizabeth II in the same tea house. You will also receive a small souvenir to take home to cherish this memory forever. The tour includes a cruise on the Singapore River, entry to the rooftop of the HDB building, a chicken rice dish, sugarcane juice and a tasting of traditional tea. However, transfers to and from the hotel and tips are not included. Please note that the minimum age to participate in this tour is 6 years old. Remember to wear comfortable shoes as there will be a fair amount of walking involved. If you are a vegetarian, the tour promises to provide you with a snack at the Hawker Centre. However, seating may be limited. Please note that if the roof of the Pinnacle is closed due to bad weather, the tour will be held at another HDB building. Similarly, if the tea house is closed, the tour will include most of the dinner. The meeting point for the tour is at the City Hall MRT station at 150 North Bridge Road, Singapore 179100. This tour is a great way to experience Singapore's history, culture and lifestyle in a short time. It is ideal for both those visiting Singapore for the first time and those interested in gaining a deeper understanding of this unique city-state. History of Singapore. Early history. The history of Singapore dates back to the 11th century. It was known as Temasek, which means sea in Javanese. In 1299, it was renamed Singapore, which means City of the Lion, in Sanskrit. Colonial period. In 1819, Sir Stamford Raffles established a British trading post on the island. In 1824, Singapore became a British colony. During this period, Singapore became an important port of world trade. World War II. During World War II, Singapore was occupied by Japanese troops from 1942 to 1945. This period is known as the darkest period in Singapore's history. Post-war period. After the war, Singapore came back under British rule. In 1959, it became a fully self-governing state within the British Empire. Independence. In 1963, Singapore became part of the Malaysian Federation, but on August 9, 1965, it seceded and became an independent state. Singapore economic miracle. Early challenges. At the time of independence, Singapore faced many challenges, including lack of natural resources, limited territory, and high unemployment. Economic strategy. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew, Singapore pursued a strategy of developing export-oriented industries, attracting foreign investment, and creating a corruption-free environment. Industrialization. The government established an economic development board to guide the industrialization process. Infrastructure, tax incentives, and a stable political environment ensured the attraction of multinational corporations. Education and workforce. Singapore invested heavily in education to develop a skilled workforce. English was introduced as the language of instruction to attract international business. Port development. Singapore has used its strategic location to develop its port, which is now one of the busiest in the world. Financial services. In the 1970s, Singapore began to develop its financial services sector. Today, it is a global financial center. High-tech industries. In recent years, Singapore has emphasized the development of high-tech industries, including electronics and biotechnology. Current state. Today, Singapore is one of the richest countries in the world. It is known for its high standard of living, efficient infrastructure and strong rule of law. This economic transformation, often referred to as the Singapore miracle, is a testament to the country's strategic planning, pragmatic economic policies, and good governance. However, it is important to note that such rapid development has also brought challenges such as income inequality and high cost of living.